Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing this beautiful 10 Tasting Party Thursday? Here we are
Good
again
morning.
with again. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am doing
Good
perfect.
morning.
And who am I speaking with?
This is Ashiana Hunter.
Asiana?
Yes.
Well, welcome to the call. It's good to have you with us this morning.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Well, welcome everyone else. This is a team effort lifestyle call. Go right ahead, introduce yourself, and where are you calling in from?
Berryville, California.
California's in the house. Welcome to the call. Is that Donald Joseph?
Is Eric calling?
Yes,
Well, welcome, sir. How are you this morning?
I am doing excellent this morning.
Wonderful, wonderful. Who else is with us this morning? Go right ahead, introduce yourself.
South Carolina. Great day at 10.
Yes, it is a great day at 10. It is indeed. Welcome, South Carolina, to the call. And I heard Robert from Washington, D.C. Welcome to the call, sir.
Thank you.
Atlanta, Georgia, D.C. Moore.
Atlanta, Georgia's in the house. So welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you?
I'm all right.
Ashiana Hunter from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. My goodness, what is happening in Atlanta, Georgia? welcome, welcome.
It's hot. Charlie Middleton, Springfield, Virginia.
I'm Darlene from Springfield, Virginia. Welcome, Darlene. How are you this morning?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Good to have you. Who else is with us? Keep it coming, family.
Melissa Honeybee.
T from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta? Wow, what is happening in Atlanta? All right, Kevin, let us know what's happening in Atlanta. Melissa Honeybee, how are you, dear?
I'm great. I'm at the beach, so I'm having a great time.
Oh, you're at the beach. Look at that. Don't you love it? People are finally taking vacation. Folks are finally taking some time off and enjoying life. That is great. Keep it coming. Listen to the morning.
Hey, Sherry,
I heard Terry from Keno Hill, California. I think I heard Phil Church. Welcome from Virginia.
millionaire in the making. Sheila Salem next to me.
Sheila McDuffie from Atlanta, Maryland. Millionaire in the making. Welcome, Sheila. How are you this morning?
Thank you. I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I am doing great this morning. Who else is with us
Look
this
forward to
morning?
seeing you later.
Yes,
Northwood,
ma'am.
Virginia. All in Alfreda Jack.
I heard, well, all right, girl, go on. You know what's coming. All is coming. And Alfreda, welcome to the call, family. I heard someone calling from Virginia. Someone calling from Virginia. Welcome. I heard Tom's in the house. Welcome. Who else is with us?
Thank you.
Reno, Nevada. Greg Barback. If you got the speaker, you can put the
Welcome to the call. Thank you, Sam. You're right. Someone's correct. If you have noise in the background, if you already introduce yourself, just mute out so we can hear everyone else that's trying to get their name. You all agree?
Sabrina Wright.
Sabrina Wright from Brooklyn, New York, on the rise. Hello, superstar. How are you this morning?
I'm all right, Dr. Denise. How are you?
I'm doing great, Sabrina. Doing great.
Fantastic.
Good morning, from Brooklyn. Keep it coming.
Brooklyn is
Okay, Kelly, go ahead.
All callers are muted.
You guys are just simply beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's so good to hear your voices in the morning. It's so good to hear you call your name. Put your name out there because you know what? Your name is great, and it needs to be heard. People need to hear your name. So when we come together for these big events, we can then look for the face to match with that name. And I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. We've been on the phone, these conference call meetings, and talking with people around the globe, chatting with them on Facebook, through social media. And then when we come together for the big event, it's like a big explosion. That's why I say supernatural things happen at these big events, and you want to make sure your calendar is marked to be with us in September, at the end of September, and we are working very diligently with Mel and Amy to get the dates and the venue and everything locked in, and prayerfully we'll have some information to release by the end of the week, no later than Monday, so you all can, just plan accordingly because that's going to be one heck of an event. And we have so many folks that are qualifying for their car. I mean, they're just running to the Mercedes-Benz dealer, picking their car out. I understand that Maureen Murphy-Smith, she's an executive founding member, also qualified for her Mercedes-Benz. She went a couple of weeks ago and picked it out. She went back again the other day to check it out. And Jesse Bowden is close to getting his car, and L.A. Anderson is close to getting his, Sophia, and I mean, just great folks around the world. Cheryl Church is qualified for hers, and I know Vicky Soto has some folks on her team, Stan and Trudy, qualifying for their vehicles. So, my goodness, it's happening so fast. Great things are happening. People's lives are changing. People are getting healthy and happy and wealthy. And this is what we're building here in Team Effort Network, a culture of fun, family, and financial freedom. This is a good place to be. Well, I'm going to catch my breath and pause right here. Bring on my business partner, one-star, Pastor Del Wafer. Sir, are you there this morning?
It's a good day to be alive.
It's a good day to be alive.
It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to be in 10. It's a good day to go and talk to people, or as Vicki said, TTP tells 10 testimonial services, as we call it. Party, right. Just tell as many stories you possibly can about what the product is doing and what the company's doing. I can't wait for us to be able to release the date for the September event. I mean, we're getting text messages, and people are already talking about, block me a room, make sure I have a room, and just hats off to Maureen, who's been pulling this thing together, and I know she's had a lot of things on her plate, but she found time to try to pull these things together for us as well, and get some information to corporate so that we can kind of lock down this thing earlier, as early as we can, to give you guys as much opportunity, especially those who are traveling from outside of the region. I want to give you as much leeway as possible so you can get your tickets, get some decent tickets to get here. And so we're really thinking about you guys, so don't disappoint us. We want to see your faces. If you've never been to Washington, D.C., you're going to love it. We're going to have a great bash for you guys. It's going to be an awesome time. So we're going to get this dates for you so you can really lock it in. And we want to see you. We want you to come from far and wide, come from all over. Love to see some of our Latino brothers and sisters in the business from California, from all around. Our Detroit team, our teams that are all over. We got people who are in California, Atlanta. We have North and South Carolina. We have Virginia, Maryland, D.C., Detroit, New York. There's so many teams around the country from Team Effort Network. And this is not a team event. This is a corporate event. So everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to come. So want you to come. If you haven't met Pastor Denise and I and Maureen and some of the other leaders, you're going to have a great time here. I know Prissy is talking about coming. I know they have Memo have some things going on that week, but he's going to try to pull away. So it's so many different people wanting to come to the East Coast to celebrate this great time. And what we say, big things happen at big events. And no, we would not be in this company today if Mel and Amy had not gone to a big event in Kansas. Okay? So it's a big event in Kansas that changed their perception, changed their thinking, and caused them to say, you know what, we better get involved in this and really do it on a big scale. And as a result of that, they built a huge business, became very, very successful, and as a result of that, today they're the CEO and founders of Team Effort International with the division My Video Talk and Team Effort Network. So big things happen at big events. Get to this big event. It's going to be amazing.
It is going to be amazing. And this is what we want to ask you to do. If you know that you're coming from afar, we have room blocks, so when we release those rooms, we have a certain amount. So if you would just start getting your list together from those that are in your region, if you could forward that to myself or Pastor Dale somehow, and let us know how many rooms you know for sure that you're going to need.
Hold on a second, Pastor Denise. Don't forward it to me. Don't forward it to me, because forward the pastor to me.
Reach out to you.
Yeah, we gonna stay in our lane, and that ain't my lane. So.
Monkey. He said that's my monkey. We do monkey business. That's my monkey. I'm a business. So reach out to your upline, and your upline knows how to reach me on Facebook. We just want to make sure we have enough rooms blocked off for everyone that's coming from afar, and we just want to confirm it, because once we release those rooms, first come, first serve. Okay, so well, welcome again to the Team Effort Lifestyle Call, and we have some great, fantastic, beautiful people in this company. Every day is just constantly growing. New, wonderful, passionate folks are being added to this family, and I'm loving all the people that we are meeting, but I'm really loving their stories, and I'm loving to hear how their lives are changing and how they're getting life back, and they're looking good and feeling better and doing things they never thought they could do for a while. I've been following this couple on Facebook, and I've just been intrigued by their story. It's just so lovely to see a husband and wife growing together in a business and feeling good, and they're taking these vitamin sprays, and they're sharing as a team what these sprays are doing in their lives. So I'm excited for you all to hear what these sprays are doing in the lives of this beautiful couple. So I want to welcome to the call Mr. and Mrs. Sherry and David Reed. Guys, are you there?
We are.
We're here.
Well, welcome. Good to meet you on the phone.
Good to hear you. Yes, good to hear you too.
Well, David, I'm telling you, Sherry, we've been back and forth, but I haven't had a chance to say hi to David. So, David, how are you doing, sir? I've been watching you and Sherry on Facebook, on YouTube, and you guys just got a story going on. I mean, I'm looking each day. It's like my end of the day treat. I'll pull up YouTube to see what y'all put up there next. I look for what flyer or what poster you put next, and it's just so wonderful. So, Sherry, however you guys want to start, I'm going to be quiet. I want you all to go ahead and share with everyone that's listening what has happened since you all have come into Team Effort Network.
Sure, Pastor Denise. David, I haven't seen him since Sunday, so I'm going to let him start. And he's traveling right now, and he's on the road, so I'm going to let him start it out. Go ahead, Dave.
Well, I would just like to talk briefly about how the sprays are just affecting my life, giving me the energy, the youthful feel that I need to keep enjoying the activities that I like to do on my weekends off. I just like feeling revitalized. I just love the energy. That's why I was started doing the sprays upon Sherry's recommendation. Originally, I was looking for something, just to help with that area, because I am getting a little bit older. I'm not too concerned about my weight, but I noticed almost immediately that my clothes began to get a little bit baggy on me, so I had to get a new wardrobe. So, that's just my testimony in a real briefly right there. Sherry, you want to comment?
Sure. I think we both feel younger. We actually feel younger than we did when we were young. We feel excited about life. Our mindsets are totally changed. I'm able to do things because I've lost 50 pounds since April, and I've got some more weight to lose, but 50 pounds has made the most amazing difference in my life, and people that are overweight will understand this, that I can now tie my shoes. I can now shave my legs and put lotion on my legs. I mean, there's things I can do that I really had to struggle with before the weight loss, and I just feel like a free, normal human being. I don't feel like I have to hide, in my living room because of the way I feel like I looked and because I couldn't fit in any of my clothes. I too have had to go buy new clothes, and I get to go buy new clothes almost every couple of weeks because they're getting bigger. It's just a really rapid progression of what's happening, and we're just using all the sprays, all 4 sprays every day, and we're recently adding cell energy. As a matter of fact, this week we'll actually get our first cell energy that we'll be using. And we just can't believe what's happening in our lives and our family. My parents are changing. My sister's changing. My friends are changing. I'm just, every day I get a new testimony. Every day I get a new surprise by somebody else or by myself. Something in my body's changed. Every morning I get up, I have something new to talk about.
Sherry, did you start off on all 4 of the sprays? You said back in April, you said you lost how much weight did you lose in April?
I've lost 8 pounds since April, and I started out with all 4 sprays, and I think that's very important.
Wait a minute. Did you say 50? Did you say 50 pounds?
50. And my husband lost 28.
28. So you two run around thinking y'all real cute, don't you? Y'all run around thinking
what are you talking about?
I feel pretty cute. How about that?
Well, I'm telling you, you guys look really good. I saw the video that you put on YouTube, and it was so inspiring just to sit and hear you all walk through your journey. Now, how long have you been taking the sprays? What month did you all start taking the sprays?
April 19th was our first day.
So you just started taking the sprays April of this year. Now, were you having any other type of health issues before taking the sprays?
No, actually, we were both really healthy, except David was lagging in his energy, and he was tired a lot. And I, being overweight, but I didn't have any. Praise God, I didn't have any medical issues except weight. It hadn't got to the point where I started having problems because of my weight.
Now, you said you stayed in the house. Sure, you said you stayed in the house a lot because of that.
Yes, I hid. I stayed in the house. Number one, my clothes were too tight, and I refused to buy anything else besides. I got up to a size 30. I'm not ashamed to say, and I would not dare buy anything else in that size. And so I stayed put because if we had to go off, I had nothing to wear. I mean, it was, and I didn't want people to see me. I felt tired and groggy and fatigued, and I just felt bad and sad.
Yeah. So when you started getting the results, when you started seeing, wow, these sprays are working, and you feel like I'm getting out of this house, I'm going to start living again. I mean, just share with us how that felt when you had that moment, because these sprays will bring you to a moment. They'll make you realize, like, wait a minute, my life is really changing right now. Just share that with us.
That's true. I think that kind of happened within, I would say, 2 weeks of using the spray. My mind changed. I can't explain this very well, scientifically, but my mindset changed. It was like I had confidence, I had self-esteem. I stopped caring about what people thought or said about me. I could walk with my head held high. I lost that. I call it my happy juice because I started feeling happy and I started feeling joy. And David's always been a very joyful, happy person, no matter what. But he had to put up with, me just. And it was me feeling bad about me. Yeah. And David's a very active person, and then I started getting a little bit more active as the time's gone on. And he even commented on how I get up the steps in our house a lot easier without much struggle. Before it was a struggle. Mm-hmm. And I know 50 pounds. I guess it depends on your size, but to me, 50 pounds for me doesn't sound like a lot because I still need to probably lose another 75 or 100. But I feel, Pastor Denise, I feel like a person probably your size. I just feel that good. I can do things that I haven't done in years, and I just feel that good.
Wow.
And I want to say this before anything else. I know, without a shadow of a doubt, I know I am going to have the rest of that weight off in no time. And then my weight loss struggle is over.
Oh, my goodness.
Weight loss struggle
that's making me feel good.
Over.
That's making me feel good. And I believe you, and I'm standing with you, girl. The whole 10 family is standing with you. And if you've spoken with Carlita in Washington, she can tell you, oh, yes, sure, it's going to happen.
Yep.
It's going to happen. Yeah, because, Carlita, she's lost over 80 pounds already. Now, I want to ask David. Now, David, you know how your wife was. You know how she was. Like she said, she was in the house, didn't want to come out, kind of depressed, energy. Now, how did that make you feel as her husband to see your wife coming back to life?
Personally, I struggled with it because she was always tired and fatigued, and I would always want to go do something, and so we would just usually end up staying at home and, watching movies or, we just kept to ourselves. We didn't do very much. But now she's so full of energy, and literally she can bounce up and down the steps in her home. She gets in her car and she goes places. She took her mom to Florida for a week, and now they're planning a trip to Maine. I mean, she's alive. She is alive, and unless you live with someone who was housebound, you don't know what I'm talking about. To now have a spouse who's full of energy and wants to travel with me, because I travel for a living, and in January I'm going back to Haiti. I have friends there, and I travel there, and I do ministry work there. Well, in January when I go back for the church's homecoming there, she's going with me.
Oh my goodness! See, now you're gonna make me cry. My goodness, guys, do you hear that story? Now, that is the lifestyle that Mel and Amy, desired for everyone to have. to begin to be able to live again and do things that you never thought you could do before, do things you want to do. Sherry, that's a story right there. And David, to hear you share that, to know that now she wants to travel with you, and she took her mom to Florida. Look at her. She's just out of the house. Not only did she get out of the house, she went all the way to Florida.
Oh, she's out of control now.
She's out of control. Take that beat boost from her. She is gone. But David, Sherry took a picture. I know Sherry took the picture, but you have a poster, a picture that you took with the sprays and a thumbs up. And that look on your face was just priceless. It was almost like, hey, guys, this stuff really worked. What was that moment you were feeling when you took that picture?
Well, the picture was, we were talking about the products, and Sherry was just asking me how I felt about them, and I was just telling her in a conversation about how much I just feel so young and alive now. And she goes, well, we need to get a picture. And it was very spur of the moment. It wasn't planned. I just picked up the sprays. I had them in my hand. And she said, just show me how you feel. And so I was being goofy, you know, and I gave a big thumbs up and a smile. I wasn't trying to pose for a picture, but that's just how I felt, and it came out in that particular photograph.
And that picture caught me. I'm like, now that's a poster picture right there. That one needs to be blasted all over 10. It was just priceless. And even the video that you two put together and sharing your story, just priceless, David and Sherry. Your story, I know it's going to be told all throughout 10. You know, we have, I know you all know Melissa Honeybee. Melissa comes on the call, and she's between her and Dr. Brown, they always give us the wonderful breakdown of these sprays and how they work in the body and why they work in the body. So, Melissa, I noticed you're there. Can you just speak quickly to David? So how the body, like Sherry, she has her life back. She has the energy. She's feeling good. She's not only out of the house, she's in Florida, and she's traveling. And she's getting ready to go to Haiti. I want to go to Haiti. She's getting ready to go to Haiti. I've never been to Haiti. So, girl, you're doing things I've never even done before. So, Melissa, explain how everyone is getting their life back as a result of taking the sprays.
Thank you, Pastor Denise. You know, actually, Sherry is one of my downlines. I brought her and David in. So that's
goodness. Look at that.
Yeah. And so when I met with Sherry, we were talking about pretty much she was getting involved with the business because of her mom having dementia.
Wow.
And so, you know, and I told her, I said, stick with the sprays. And then she kept calling me saying, this is changing, this is changing. I said, your body is getting fed nutrients that has been, you know, deficient for so long. I said, everything is ready to shift and change. And then she'll call me and say, I'm feeling so happy. And I'm like, things are changing. So, yeah, what happens is, you know, our bodies, like we've explained before, are so deficient, and we don't realize. And that's why we get the depression. We don't feel confident. We, you know, are gaining weight because we're D-deficient, and that's where we start gaining the belly weight. And then swim helps aid with the curbing. The D will do the same thing because it releases lifts, and that sweat starts to make your brain feel like you are full. So once things start happening, you're getting yourself nutrients and everything's feeling good in your system, things start shifting. And, you know, Sherry's been so phenomenal about, you know, sharing these things out, you know, on the social media so that everyone can see, you know, how things are changing every single day. She's got a new post about something, which makes me so extremely happy because I have that confidence. And she does have that passion now that we've been having for a while, being leaders, of feeling and seeing the changes in our own personal self, just to see someone that's been in it such a short period of time and seeing such quality changes. And, you know, I know that she and David have such a better marriage, and now she's going to leave, I think in January, like you said, to go to Haiti, and she's not ever been there. She's able to do some fantastic.
That's priceless. That's right there is priceless. Now, David, imagine how that's going to just take your ministry to the next level when now your wife is traveling with you.
It will. You know, the people there will love to hear her, you know, and meet her. They've seen photographs. You know, they've heard me talk about her. But now they get to meet her in person. And when I travel to other countries, she'll be going with me.
Wow, that's priceless. Pastor Dale, are you there, man? Do you hear this love story unrolling here?
Amazing story. You know, when you hear about what's happening in people's lives, how this product is changing people's lives, changing their relationships. You know, you could you could hear the smile on David's face as he talks about the product, you know, as he talks about where she is now as a result of this product. And I'm telling you, you know, that's what people need to see. Pastor Denise, you and I was talking about yesterday about how stories are so important to people, and people will pay, come hear stories about how people's lives were changed. And this is one of those stories where you see somebody who got their energy back. As he said, she's bouncing down the stairs and she got the energy that she has. But what does that do for him? It's just amazing how it impacts him as a husband to just see her health change and her vibrant and her happy and her, you know, that she's really got her health back. So these are the stories that people hear and say, you know what, I wonder if that product will help me.
Yeah.
I wonder if I got on that product, would I have the same results? And when we have consistency, Sherry's results, Carlethi results, Bishop Warren Henfield results, when we see results were real testimonies, one after another, it gives people who are in those circumstances the confidence to say, well, it helped them, and it helped them. Bishop is 78 years old, and, you know, you have two women that's losing weight. It will help me. Let me get on the product. Let me try the product. So it's really, really always fascinating to me to hear these stories, because these stories are what we live for.
Yeah.
When Mel and Amy says our number one product is changing people's lives, you guys are our number one product. Thank you for sharing.
One. That's right. You're the result of it. Hey, David and Sherry, if you don't mind us asking, how long have you two been married? Are you guys still there? Or they gone off? See, they just taken off. They just took off. Sherry and David, are you still there? I think they may have muted out. Well, family, this is what 10 Effort is all about, our number one product. And what is our number one product? Changing people's lives. And you hear for yourself. And as we always say, we cannot say that the vitamin sprays and the sprays that we have can heal or cure any sickness or disease that you have. But what we can say is that you can tune into these calls or go to a TTP taking place somewhere, and you can listen to these life-changing stories, how people are getting their life. And listen to what Sherry was saying. Sherry was saying she was housebound. Her husband was saying she was housebound, she was sad, she was depressed. Now she's up. Not only is she out the door, she's out of the region. She is gone. She's traveling, taking people with her, and on her way to Haiti. So thank you, guys, for sharing your story. We're going to continue to follow you and encourage you, and thank you for being a part of this family. Well, we're going to go out to the UK, to Anita Poole. Do you have our quote for today, Anita Poole?
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me okay, Denise?
Yes, we can. We can hear you, Anita. How are you this morning? Isn't that an amazing story?
Absolutely fantastic story, and absolutely, you know, a really typical story of TEN, literally changing people's lives. And, you know, this is not just luck when it changes people's lives, these products. You know, they have real science behind them. The absorption rate, the fact that they're all natural, the way in which they're all put together, the dosage, the method of delivery. This is, you know, true cutting-edge science. And what's fantastic about it is most of the things out there to help are drugs. They're chemicals. They may well help a lot of things, and we are very fortunate the day and age we all live in. As you know, I will have you know, all of you, I have a medical background, so, you know, I can see it all from all different sides. And basically, that kind of science is the science of a certain age. But now there's so much research going into natural substances, and we are going to see in the future a lot more to do with natural substances. You know, they say the Amazon forest is full of natural substances that can actually even replace chemical drugs. Chemical drugs were, when the science began and people started understanding the biochemical mechanisms that were going on in the body, they started trying to duplicate certain chemicals that they found in the body. But the body, uses chemicals in an absolutely incredible way. The way in which the body uses chemicals is when there's a change in one thing, the body automatically balances it in something else when it's a natural substance. When we're putting chemicals into our body that were not naturally made, the body doesn't recognize it as natural, and therefore the change that scientifically we want to make in one area, it doesn't always balance out another area. And that's why there are so many side effects connected with drugs. Whereas natural substances, less side effects, obviously everything. You can eat too many tomatoes, you can eat too many cracked carrots, you can eat too much of something or too little of something, even if it's natural, and there can be side effects. So, side effects are there with absolutely everything, but what we do know is we are getting absolutely great stories with the TEN natural products, and we're hearing. Well, I haven't heard anything from anyone about any negative effects. All I hear about is people's pockets being full with the money and people's health being better. And, that story that we had today, absolutely, all of you know that I've been through an illness that made me very tired. And, when you're very, very tired, you've got no energy, no stamina whatsoever, huge muscle weakness. You can't travel. And travel then... it has an interplay in all the rest of one's life. Just like David and Sherry were explaining, it affects where you can go, family you can see, friends you can visit, work that you can do, contacts that you can make, fun that you can have, money that you can make, relationships that you can have, and it has an impact into your circle, your close circle, your wider circle. It affects everybody's life. So, and obviously, these sprays in some ways, when it helps people's health and it makes them feel happier and wealthier and giving them a family that perhaps that they didn't have, because obviously we're having fun, we're having trips, we're having family with this fantastic opportunity and these sprays. It's a huge, huge effect. I know, Denise, you and I have sometimes on the video call in the past, we've laughed and joked when we first went on to the sprays, because it's, we had a little women's corner in there. It's helping, it's even helping marriages. So, absolutely fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So, there is so much in the world for us all, said Maud Montgomery. If we only had the eyes to see it, the heart to love it, and the hand to gather it to ourselves. It's all about gathering these products to ourselves and then having the heart to share it as much as possible, the products and the opportunity, and giving that to somebody else. So hope is a thing that you can give everyone. Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul, said Emily Dickinson, and sings a tune without the words and never stops at all. Sherry has so much energy now. She's flying, absolutely flying. So, folks, when you think you've shared enough, go further. What you've got in your hands can change and revolutionize people's lives. So a Greenland proverb to end with is, when you have gone so far that you can't manage one more step, then you've gone just half the distance that you're capable of going. Sherry couldn't go that one more step. Now she's just 1%, less than 1% of how far she's going to go right now. Back to you, all of you.
Beautiful, beautiful quotes, beautiful story, beautiful couple. Sherry, are you back on the call? Sherry?
I am. I'm here.
I just want to ask, before we let you go, I asked a question before. I know your call dropped, but how long have you and David been married?
29 years. In April 2015, it'll be 30 years.
Gone on 30 years of marriage, and you guys are just now beginning to go for it.
I know. And we're going to renew our vows then, so I can't wait to see how much different I am by then.
Well, girl, we're so glad that you didn't give up on you, and we're so happy for you and David, and we're looking forward to seeing some pictures from that Haiti trip. We know that's going to be a powerful ministry. We just look for the report and everything from that. Thank you for being with us today, David. Sure, it has been wonderful. Pastor, do you have anything to say to this beautiful couple before we let them go?
No, just a great job and great meeting you guys. Can't wait to get to see your faces so we can put the faces with the great smiles. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Lots of hugs are going to be waiting for you, girl. You and David, we see you. Lots of hugs. We can't wait. Thank you, Melissa Honeybee, and thank you, Anita Poole. Family, it's been a great call. Don't forget tonight, please join Mr. T on Show Me the Money Call. Starts at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and also join Pat Lowe and her handsome husband Ed on the 9 o'clock call. Following Mr. T, Show Me the Money, right here, same number, same access code. Get your family, friends on there, and get yourself to a TTP. If you can't get to the call, get yourself to a TTP that's taking place somewhere in your area. If you're hosting a TTP, if you have an event on the calendar, just make sure that you're there to greet the guests coming, because folks are coming. Folks are coming for these TTPs. They are checking the calendar, and they are sending guests from wherever they are. So get yourself to a TTP. Here's some of these amazing stories. Find out how to get in the business and take charge and live large, because it's waiting for you. Go out there and make it happen, okay? Be back on the call again tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And know this, family, my goodness, you are loved and you are greatly appreciated. God bless you all, and you have a blessed day, a prosperous day on purpose. Mwah.